Tonight it is all about cask strength whiskies, high ABV whiskies, maybe going from 55 up to in the 60s. Whiskies that I really enjoy over the last couple of years. Whiskies that I can recommend you can try. And the idea behind a high ABV whiskey, for me anyway, I control the way that I drink it. If I add water, a drop or two, maybe a teaspoon, but I get it at a level that's just perfect for me, and then I drink my whiskey. That, my dear friends, is control, and control that I enjoy, making sure that I drink it at a level that is just perfect for me. So 12 whiskies, you saw, right? I did bring some glasses. I did bring some of the whiskey so that I can, well, maybe do a little bit of a tour of the whiskies that I enjoy. Starting off in no particular order, I had the option here. Option number one was the Abelauer Albona Batch 80 that was bottled at an eye-watering 61% ABV. Now, a lot of people have been telling me that they cannot buy any whiskey over 60% ABV. Terrible thing, my dear friends. That is a control that I do not like from any government. Next one also was the Abelauer Albona. This is batch 75 at 60.9% ABV. Now I'm dying to give it a little bit of a taste. I brought a couple of glasses just so it is a sample. I couldn't afford to buy all of these whiskies to do a quick review again. Now, it is a strong boy. This one that I just bought, 60.9% ABV on the nose. It's not that bad on the nose. You would think that at that high level, if you do a little bit of an agitation and you stick your nose in, that it's going to kick you. Well, maybe it does kick you a little bit. It is a no age statement whiskey, but it is lovely. And that extra alcohol gives it a little bit of a vuma, a little bit of an edge, a little bit more of that volatility, that molecules that comes out and kick you in the nose. Taste-wise, that first thing that you get, it evaporates. You know, when you have an alcohol swab and you want to clean your glasses and you wipe it and you see immediately that little wetness just disappears. That's what you have in your mouth. It goes there, it explodes, it's gone. And then you are left with a lot of sweetness. No tannins, just sweetness, something that just covers the mouth, and it is just a fantastic whiskey. One more sip. I need to be very careful. I've got 12 of them. Well, maybe not going to try all of them. Not enough glasses anyway. So cheers. Doesn't matter which batch you are trying. If you like the strong stuff, it's not going to be something that you pour yourself a big dram and you are going to finish it. That, my dear friends, is, well, at that stage you need to tell yourself you need to stop drinking. This for me is a small dram. Even this one that I just poured here, it's a very small dram. It is about the enjoyment of the whiskey and not to see how drunk you're going to get. So this one, my dear friends, Abelauer Albona, definitely on the list that I would suggest give it a try. The next one on my list, this is a Blanton's. Going to a little bit of the Americas. I seem to, well, I'm not sure. It's always a good idea. I am not that big of a bourbon drinker. And sometimes it's, well, most of the time, it's very difficult to get this whiskey in Belgium. And, well, to my surprise, I went to one of the local stores here in Brussels, and they had Blantons. I've never seen a Blanton in my life, well, in my life. So I was quite surprised to see it, had to try it. And, well, bottled at bottled at 60.1% ABV. This is the Blanton's straight from the barrel, 60.1% ABV. The little horse man, maybe I can see there. So lovely idea from this whiskey shop that you can ask to buy a sample and to see if you are really going to enjoy it. So definitely going to have to give this one a quick try. All of these whiskies, what I'm showing you now, there is a full review on them if you're interested. I don't want to put a link to everything on it because it's just going to be one link after the other. So this one, it is a nice golden color. And it's definitely, it gives you that bourbonly notes. And it is pleasant, it's sweet, it's buttery. A little butterscotch note. Lovely. Small sip, but what I can tell you, it feels like there's a lot more going on than the Abuna. It feels like they dialed up the flavors a little bit more for me. They give me a little bit more sweetness. There's a little bit more punchiness in this whiskey. Really fantastic whiskey. And I'm sorry that I didn't buy a full bottle of this one. It was a little bit expensive though. But in general, it's something. Blanton's, give it a try. No difficult to find. But if you see a bottle, try it. Let me know in the comment what you think. Last sip. Wow, that is absolutely a fantastic whiskey. Moving along, it's going to be a long video. I'm sorry. There will be, of course, timestamps if you want to click between the different whiskies that I'm suggesting as a high ABV whiskey. Edredauer, 12 years old. This is the Edredauer 12 years old. This is Oloroso Sherry Cask and it's bottled at 57.8% ABV. Natural color, non-chill filtered. And for the people that want to know what the bottle look like, I will also maybe put a little bit of a proper link to what a bottle should look like. So this one, oh my word. Now, Edredauer itself is a lovely whiskey. I've been drinking Edredauer, especially the 10-year-old, for quite some time. Very difficult to get the full cask strength one. And well, this one, Sherry Monster, that deep, dark Oloroso sherry that comes through. It is sweet, it's spicy on the nose. Oh, and taste-wise, it does pack a punch. Now, compare that to the Abelauer and the Blantons. It feels like a little bit sharp edges. It feels like it's lively. It feels like it just wakes you up when you drink it. You can feel the hotness going straight down. Not that evaporation feeling, but that feeling when it goes down, that little burn sensation, definitely going in there hot. And well, I hope it doesn't go out hot as well. The next one on my list. Now, this is a Kavalan Solar Sherry Cask, 58.6% ABV. You cannot go and talk about high ABV and maybe also Sherry Monster whiskies without talking about Kavalan. The Solus, it is bloody expensive. A lot of people are saying that it's way too expensive. So I did buy a generous sample for the people that want to see. You can see it is a dark whiskey. It is a lovely whiskey. And if you bring it to your nose, you smell sherry. Sweet sherry. That is a Sherry Monster indeed. I'm not going to taste it. Go look at my link from all my videos. It's searchable. Oh my word, one of the fantastic whiskies. And it feels the longer it's in the glass. Yeah, Sherry Monster indeed. Definitely a whiskey that I would tell you to go and give a try. The next one. This is also a Kavalan. This is the Ramkos called the French Connection, 55.6% ABV. It's been a long time since I tried this one, so I'm definitely going to give this one a quick nose and a taste and to tell you what I think about it now. Now, Ramkos for me, in general, is a little bit of a hit and miss. Not always a whiskey that I enjoy. That little bit of a rum over edge can be a little bit of a problem for me. This one is very subdued, subtle, friendly, balanced. It's light on the nose. It's more ex-bourbon type of note. And there's a little bit of a hint of a sourness that comes out in the end. Taste-wise, oh my word. Taste-wise, it is lovely. That's summer in a glass type of whiskey for me, with a hint of a rum note. Definitely something that I would tell you to give a try. Let me know in a comment what you think of all these whiskies. Then the next one, and I'm sorry I'm going so fast. A lot of people, we don't have enough time to listen to all my stories. The next one is the Glendronach Cask Strength. This is batch number 7, 57.9% ABV. And this is what the little bottle looked like. Hope it doesn't really want to focus. Very light whiskey. Ex-bourbon cask. Glendronach does make some fantastic whiskey. Been drinking this for many, many years. Ex-bourbon cask. And I do like it. Politics aside, I don't care who owns it. I don't care what they want to do with it. As long as the taste is there, as long as I enjoy my whiskey, as long as I can just sit back and relax and forget about life. Nose-wise, it is summer in a glass whiskey. It is a summer whiskey for me. Add a little bit of water, you bring it down. You're not going to notice any deep flavors. Nose-wise, caramel comes to mind. A little butterscotchy comes to mind. Lightness, a little appley, pear note. Taste-wise, of course. Wow. These ones packs a punch, my dear friends. The sweetness, again, is lovely, and it's a whiskey that I can only recommend you give it a try. Most of these whiskeys that I'm talking about has got a lovely sweetness to it. Now, I am partial towards that whiskey that's got the sweetness, something that's mellow, something that does not going to try and kill you. Some whiskies can be completely out of balance for me. Maybe too sharpness, too much tannins, and that bitter note. I'm not a big fan of those whiskies. I am a easy drinking, mellow type of whiskies, and most of these whiskies you'll find is in that category. Now the next one, Kilchoman. Yeah, there has to be a peated whiskey. This is the Kilchoman. This is the batch strength 57% ABV. Now, it is a peated whiskey, and of course we have to have some peat in it. Not going to drink this now, because that is going to be spoiling everything else coming after this whiskey. Don't mix sweet with the peat. It is a little bit medicinal. It is a little bit TCP note, and from memory, it is a light whiskey. You can see there, it's very light. A whiskey that is ex-bourbon cask, but the sweetness comes from the taste and not on the nose. So don't let the nose fool you. It is a fantastic whiskey. The next one, and I'm really going through all of these whiskies, and this is something that I know, well, I'm sure a lot of people have not tried. Another smoky whiskey. Smoky whiskey that I enjoyed, and not a lot of people might agree with me on this one. Smokehead High Voltage. This was bottled at 58% ABV. So definitely a whiskey that I enjoyed, and something that, Well, a couple of people have asked me about it previously. I did steer them in that direction. It's not an expensive whiskey. A lot of people told me that they enjoy it as well. The next one on the list, and Tamdhu, my word, Tamdhu batch strength. This was the batch number 4, and it was bottled at 57.8% ABV. Now, I'm definitely going to pour myself a wee dram of this one and give you a quick nose and a taste. It is a lovely whiskey. Tamdhu, also one of those sweet whiskies, that whiskies that you can enjoy, especially Christmas time, bringing the heat to the body. You're looking at that Christmas cake in a glass, rums and raisins, ice cream, vanilla. Oh, absolutely fantastic. 3 more to go, and the one that I always like to talk about when we talk about high ABV whiskey, high strength whiskeys, whiskey that is bottled at 58.2% ABV. Of course, Glenallachie, they do make quite a lot of these 10-year-old cask strength whiskey. Every year they bring out a new one, and well, you will not believe me, but every year it seems to be a little bit darker. Now, this one was the batch 3, but I've seen them online, especially here in Belgium. They are selling it for 81.95 euros for 10-year-old. It is well, it is bloody expensive. This is batch number 8, so still available, and this one was bottled at, I have to check, 57.2% ABV. Sherry Monster, basically it's high ABV sherry. If you're into that thing, definitely something that I would recommend. Give it a go, and you are definitely going to be happy when you try this one. Now, the last 2 that I have here on my list, Glenfarclas 105. This is 69 euros, but for 1 liter. It is a high ABV whiskey. It is a whiskey that, well, most of you might know that Glenfarclas is a privately owned company, distillery. They are a family distillery. They are creating fantastic sherry cask influenced whiskey. This 105, which you can get the cheaper one, the 46%, you can get that 16-year-old. Oh my word, it's a fantastic whiskey. Or this one is 60% ABV. Sherry Monster indeed. Give it a go, and of course remember to give me some feedback if you have tried this one as well. Then the last one that I want to talk about is the Highland Park cask strength batch number 4, bottled at an eye-watering 64.3% ABV. That is the biggest, strongest boy that I have in the collection. I only had a wee taste of that some time ago. It knocks your teeth out with flavor. And you'll be surprised when you get between 58 upwards, maybe even 55 upwards. That extra ABV, that doesn't really translate too much of kicking, but the flavors in this one is really nice. So that, my dear friends, is 12 whiskies, high ABV whiskies, that I will recommend to anybody. You will find one that you will enjoy. It's enjoyable whiskey. It's a friendly whiskey if you drink it responsibly. Adds your water to it. Don't drink it neat if you want to. Well, if you don't want to fall in your head, slow down and just drink it because you like the flavors that comes out. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and leave a comment. Let's talk your list of high ABV whiskies that you enjoy. Thank you very much, and I see you next time. Cheers.